Welcome back, everybody. First, I need to apologize. It has been a few weeks since I posted a video. Things have gotten a little crazy. So, what's been going on? Well, emails were successful, then they weren't. Website, successful, then they weren't. I've gotten some new hardware, and I have done a little bit of animation, and I have successfully caused some rendering to not work again. Tell you what, let's take a look at everything. So what's been going on since the last time we talked? Well, the emails were successfully ported over from my family and for my businesses. Was extremely happy with everything, but I just couldn't leave well enough alone, and I decided to go into tweaks and settings. I effectively caused an IP block. Everything, all of my emails for my family and for my businesses were effectively shut down. Good news is after about a day of chatting back and forth with tech support, was able to get everything back up and running. That did put kind of a hindrance on stuff, but it worked out well. So I really can't complain. On a similar note, after moving everything away from my previous provider, I did end up finding a new hosting site that I liked. Did a lot of research, went back and forth with a couple options. Found one I was happy with, was able to get signed up for it, and was able to get the sites moved over to them. The good news is that all went relatively painlessly. The bad news is I have not had a lot of time to get the website set back up. Plans are, I have just put a splash screen up for my personal website. My main goal is going to get the studio's website back up. Hopefully we'll be able to get information about the studio back up, the sprints I'm doing, and hopefully get links back to all the social media I'm doing into the site, so that there's a record of what's going on. I have decided, after all of the issues and problems I've had with Crazy Kudu, I am going to put that on a back burner and spend my time focusing on this YouTube channel and this studio, trying to get things working. I do have future plans for Crazy Kudu, but I think just for sanity's sake, I'm going to put that on hold for a little while. Not that I've been doing a lot with these videos, but I was able to pick up an action camera. It is an older DJI. Hopefully that I'll be able to use that for capturing B-roll, using some of my equipment when I actually do crafting work. For this studio though, hopefully I'll be able to get different angles of me working, so instead of just me on the camera talking to you, I will actually be able to show myself working. With luck, it'll be a little bit more entertaining for you guys. I just got it about a week ago. Still trying to learn the ins and outs of it and really haven't worked out how I'm going to integrate it into it, but it is kind of nice that I finally was able to find something that hopefully will make this channel better for you guys. Like I said earlier, despite all the tech mess that I've created for myself and that I'm going through, I still was able to eke out some time doing some animation tests, mostly just practice, keeping my skills, trying to keep my skills up. I'll post one of them here. The joy of it actually was this video here that led me to realize something. I don't know if it was upgrading my Mac system, upgrading to Homa, or me just again being an idiot and tweaking settings. I've successfully stopped all renderings from coming out of Tahoma 2D. Everything that I render comes out as either all white if I do images, or videos as solid black. I originally thought it was, getting nerdy here for a second, in FFmpeg setting. After reinstalling that and doing some research, I realized that that was in fact not the problem. I'll post some videos of me back and forth trying to figure out what the problem was. I've gone through numerous settings. It is quite possible that just my tinkering, I have changed the setting in Tahoma. I'm going back and forth trying to figure out what settings I could have done. It is also possible that it is a Mac setting. I'm testing some of that too. I am using an iMac M1, so it is a silicon version. On the Tahoma website, they actually don't offer that anymore. The installs are for Intel based only, which I may have to go back and install and use Rosetta, which will allow it to work. The problem I have with that is, as soon as the next Mac OS update comes out, they are not going to be supporting Rosetta anymore, so any Intel-based applications will not work. So I'm trying to figure out With the silicon version, I was able to download a copy of that from a GitHub site. I had to do that actually because in a fit of frustration trying to figure out why the rendering wasn't working, I thought maybe I just screwed something up so bad in Tahoma that it wasn't working, so I uninstalled everything and reinstalled it. I still have the same problem, so I don't know what's going on, but I will try to post more about that as I'm working through it and figuring it out. One thing I have discovered with myself is I have not wanted to post videos here because I honestly am not making any forward motion on the animation. I have to remind myself that these videos, as much as they're a record for me, they're also for you guys to see the trials and the struggles that I'm going through to get this working. And that includes having some really crappy weeks sometimes. And instead of trying to hide that, I'm going to try to be more honest and post those so you can see when things are working well for me and when things just totally suck. I did realize earlier this week that the studio as a whole passed its year mark in July. I had actually forgotten about that. This channel here actually hit its 1 year mark a few days ago. So it'll be about half a week to a week after my year mark for this channel. I believe it was August 7th last year I posted my first video. I have had a lot of ups and downs. I may next week do kind of a recap of a year in review for me. I thought it would be worth mentioning that it's kind of a, I don't know, happy moment for me that I've actually continued this for a year and sharing with you, and I will try again, like I said, to get better about posting positives and negatives so you guys can see what's going on. So on a personal note, I have, with my church, have signed up for EFM, which is Education for Ministry. It's, I just felt like I wanted to get a deeper understanding of the Bible, of my church structure, a deeper theological look at myself to try to improve myself. I've heard people joke around about EFM. While it stands for Education for Ministry, I've heard people say it also stands for Every Free Minute. It's a 4-year program. I've just signed up for the first year. It is going to be a lot of reading, a lot of studying. What is that going to do to this channel? Well, I have realized that I've been kind of just winging it and just working through when I have time, doing animation, doing drawing, doing sketching, my personal reading. With adding this into the mix, I need to find a better structure. So I'm working out a weekly schedule for myself so that I know that I have blocked out time for my day job, which I can't give up, that I need to have time with my family that I'm not going to give up. I need to do the studies for EFM, and I need to have time to actually do animation. That's studying and practicing the animation. If I want to continue doing this channel, I also have time blocked out for this. Not only the recording of it, but the video editing, which is something I very much enjoy doing, but it is a time-consuming process. So I'm working out a schedule for that. I think it's just going to be a good thing for me. I know I tend to work better off list, and I think having a more rigid schedule is going to help me out better. So hopefully, even though I'm adding more work onto myself, hopefully by forming a better schedule, I will have a better opportunity to continue to communicate with you guys on a more consistent schedule. Which kind of leads me to wrapping this up. I think with working through all the final problems and getting everything closed down with Crazy Kudu and putting that on hold, dealing with the email issues and the website issues, and then reforming my schedule, I'm taking this as kind of an opportunity to more or less reboot what I'm doing here. I will be building the new website, so it'll be a fresh look there. With the addition of the DJI action camera, hopefully I'll be able to get some additional B-roll, which will make the studio better. Hopefully it's going to make this channel better, so Kudu Cartoons will have some new looks. I'm taking this as an opportunity to kind of do a reboot, like Kudu Animation Studios version 2 or Kudu Cartoons version 2. If there's things you guys would like to see or things that you think I'm doing horribly, I could be doing better, please comment below. I get some comments. I do love to hear from people, and I do try to comment back. I don't have a whole lot else to say this week, so if you'll do what Jerry's doing down here, just hit that subscribe button so you know if anything is new and upcoming. Until next time, guys, we're building dreams frame by frame.